Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my library and happy August. Somehow already August. No idea where the time is going, but here we are. I have a hefty TBR for the month. I have two main goals for this month. One of them is to read a bunch of sequels. We're getting dangerously close to the end of the year, and I have not yet completed my goal of finishing every single series from last year or before. So I have to read a bunch of sequels. But my other goal is to read all of the books that have been repeats on my TBRs for the last few months. There are several books that I've been saying I'm going to read for months on end, and I have not gotten to them. So this month, those books are going. I'm making it happen. With that said, you are going to see some repeats from past TBRs on here. My reading has slowed down quite a bit in the last few months. It's just summertime. I've been very busy, having a great time for the most part, but as a result, my reading is much slower than usual. The main problem being that the majority of the books that I haven't gotten to yet that I've been saying that I'm going to are books that I physically own, and I only read one physical book at a time. And because my reading has been so slow, I only have time to get to like 1 to 3 physical books per month, but this month is going to be the month. I swear it. So with that said, let's get into the books, starting with the ones that I'm going to be carrying over from July. There are two of them. Both of them are books that have been on many previous TBRs. So first of all is Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I am not too far into this one so far. I'm only on page 82 right now, so this one is going to go towards my August stats since I read less than half of it in July. But I'm having such a good time with this book so far. I'm really taking my time with it and savoring it. I'm only reading like one chapter every couple of days because it's just so wonderful and thought-provoking that I don't want to speed through it. So I'm definitely having a good time with this one. And then the other one that I'm currently reading is also Legacy by Emily Skrutskie. I literally just said that I only read one physical book at a time, but in this case, because I don't want to speed through Braiding Sweetgrass, I did pick up a second physical read as well. This is book 2 in the Bloodright trilogy. I read the first book in, I think, February of last year, and I'm just now getting around to book 2, and so far I'm having a fantastic time as well. I am halfway through. I'm on page 146, and this is fantastic so far. I'm loving the characters. Book 2 has started right where book 1 left off, and I'm actually not at all confused. I think it did a really good job of recapping what happened in book 1 without being repetitive. So yeah, good time here so far, and I can't wait to continue with it. Going into my book clubs and challenges this month, for the Buzzword Challenge, I try to find one book that fits both the regular prompt and the covers edition. So for this month, the regular Buzzword Challenge is to have some kind of group word in it, so group or club or that kind of thing. And the covers edition is to have a book where the cover looks damaged, where it looks ripped or burned or that kind of thing. And I'm going to be reading The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. The letters are all bloody, so I think that counts for the covers edition. This is not my usual genre, but I have read this author before, and he's been hit or miss with me, so I kind of want to see if I end up liking this one. I've already started it. I'm like 2% of the way through though, so not far enough to have any kind of opinion, but I'm looking forward to trying a new genre and seeing where things go. I love slasher movies, but I've never really been into slasher books, so not sure how I'll feel about this one, but it fits for both of the prompts, and I've got nothing else as a backup, so hopefully this one works. The Cozy Quill Book Club is reading The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie this month. This will be a reread for me. I loved this book. It was for sure in my top 3, if not my best book of whatever year I read it. I completely fell in love with this book, so I can't wait to read it again. It's been a good few years since then. Plus, I don't do a whole lot of rereading. I want to reread more often, but there's just so many books on my TBR that I never really make the time for rereading. But if it's for a book club, then I can have the excuse to do so, and I can't wait for that one. And then the buddy read with my friend this month, we are reading Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon, which I don't know much about in terms of the plot, but I think it is like a sci-fi romance where two people end up meeting and they plan a date only to realize that they actually live in different dimensions. I'm pretty sure like different time periods. Not too sure if that's accurate or not. I think that's how it is, but it's some multiverse time travel stuff that I'm looking forward to. I've heard wonderful things about this one. It sounds very sweet and cozy. Getting into my 2026 reading goals, starting with Backlist Berry. This is my backlist jar. This is every single book that I added to my TBR in 2021, which are the oldest books on my TBR. And I did finally, at long last, update the jar, put it on better paper. So let's give that a little rifle through. I'm gonna reach right down to the bottom. Let's see here. Oh, it's a green one. The colors have no meanings. It's just completely randomized. Let's see, what did I get? Is it upside down? Is it that way? What is that? Spectacle Volume 1 by Megan Rose Gedris. No idea. I don't know what this is. Let's find out. I do not recognize this cover at all. It is a graphic novel though, and it says it's a compelling tale of magic, deception, and wonder, and this graphic novel about the bond between sisters. That sounds great. I think this is like the third time in a row though where I've had a graphic novel be pulled out of the jar. So I am actually going to pull another one and get a longer novel as well. So let's just do 2 for this month and see what happens. This one. Red one. All right, so our second backlist berry pick for the month is going to be whatever that is. Ace of Shades. Ooh, okay. That is actually helpful. Backlist Berry is making me start a project that I've been putting off for a while. I want to do a vlog where I read books that I think I'm going to unhaul. Actually, let me go find that 1 second. Do I even know where this is? Oh, there it is. Okay, so Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I don't think I'm going to like this book, but it's been on my shelf for so long that I want to at least try it first. And I have a whole bunch of books like that I don't really want to keep anymore, but I feel bad just not at least trying them. So I've been trying to make time to start a vlog where I read books that I unhaul, and this is one of them on that list. So I'm now being forced to start that vlog. So love that for me. This one I kind of forget the details of. I think it has to do with like a casino type stuff. Yeah. Welcome to the City of Sin, where casino families reign, gangs infest the streets, and secrets hide in every shadow. It sounds really fun. However, I have a really hard time taking it seriously when there's like teenage gang like mafia leaders. It just is so ridiculous to me. So I really doubt that I'm going to enjoy this, but I will at least give it a shot because I've owned it for like 6 years. So fingers crossed this one goes well. For my nonfiction pick, I'm just going to go with Braiding Sweetgrass. I'll be happy to not have to talk about this one in every single TBR going forward. For my translated book of the month, I have 2 potentials. One of them is Woodworm by Layla Martinez. This one is a thriller that I heard about not too long ago, and it sounds so good. It says a grandmother and granddaughter live together uneasily in a house haunted by sombras, shadows of the dead, when the granddaughter is accused of a terrible crime. Martinez mixes horror and folklore to tell a story of class, rural tradition, and historical wounds and revenge. This has really good reviews. It has a 4 average rating on Storygraph out of like almost 5,000 reviews, so that is fantastic. I've heard some people talking about this one on YouTube and Instagram, and it just sounds like I'm going to eat this one up. So I'm probably going to go with that one, but I might also go with Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This is a book that I've been hearing about for years. It sounds like a very sad, heartfelt book, and I've kind of been in the mood for that, so I might go with this one, or possibly both. We'll find out. My intimidating book this month, I would like to finally, at long last, get to Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb, the second book in the Farseer trilogy. I read book 1, I think sometime last year, and I loved it. These books are very dense, so I just haven't gotten around to book 2 yet. I'll be doing this one as a tandem read with the audiobook, and the audiobook is like 29 hours long, which is just wild. So this one's going to take me a good chunk of time to get through, which like is not even that large of a book. Like this is like a pocket-sized book, and it's not even that thick, and yet the audiobook, oh my god. Oh, it has like Bible thin pages, that's why. Okay, this is like a 700-page book. It is quite long. Okay, I was wrong. I now see why the audiobook is that long. Yeah, this one is going to be quite a long endeavor, so I'll just have to kind of slowly pick away at this one whenever I have the energy to absorb a dense fantasy. For a book off of my own shelf, I've got plenty to choose from here, so I'm not going to dedicate a singular one for that. And then my last goal for the year is to finish all the series that I started in 2025 or earlier. So as already mentioned, those will include Royal Assassin and Oaths of Legacy. Then once again on the TBR is Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. I'm gonna get to it this month, I promise. I want to read it, I just have not made the time for it, but it's gonna happen this month. It needs to. I've been talking about this book for too long to not just finally get around to it. And I would also like to get to The Galaxy and the Ground Within by Becky Chambers. This is the last book in the series. I've been saving it for when I'm like really in the mood for it, and I think I finally am, so I'm hoping to have the time to get to this one this month. No idea what it's about, but I see this author's name and I want to read it, and I've loved every single other book in this series so far, so I have very high hopes for this one. Now for some more TBR repeats, I have a handful of books that I want to read for content, for vlogs that I'm already in the middle of. As I've been talking about since April, Senlin Ascends by Josiah Bancroft. I'm reading this book as part of a vlog where I read the 2 books that I rehauled before I moved to find out if they were actually worth moving with. This is also a pretty chunky book. I'll be doing tandem read for it as well, and the audiobook is also quite long, so I have no idea how I'm going to make time for all these chunky books, but really hoping that I'll be able to read this one. It does sound really good. It sounds really is right up my alley. I just have to make time for it, so wish me luck that I'll be able to do that this month. The Girl with a Thousand Faces by Sunyi. This is part part of a vlog where I do a little taste test. I've already read the first book and I just need to get to this one, and then that vlog is finished, and yet it's been like a good few months. And I've been like dying to read this book for months. It's been on my mind constantly, but I just keep not reaching for it. But it sounds like it's going to be perfectly my kind of book. And then finally, for the books for content is Hummingbird Salamander by Jeff Vandermeer. I'm doing an author taste test for this author's books right now. I just read Annihilation. Was that in July? I think that was in July. Sometime recently, and the next book for that video is going to be this one. I actually have no idea what it's about. I knew at some point, but I forget now, and I'm kind of happy about that. I would like to go into it as blind as I can and just see how I feel about it. Finally, I have a few books that are coming to my Libby in the next few weeks. One of those is Year of the Mare by L.D. Lewis, which I've been so excited about. I have both the ebook and the audiobook on suspend right now, so I can get to it whenever I can, basically. I've been so hyped for this book. I saw it in the bookstore, I think on like the first week that it was released, and it immediately sucked me in. I was very close to buying it, but I restrained myself and just put it on hold at the library, and now I can finally read it soon, hopefully. I also have Burn the Sea by Mona Tewari coming to me shortly. This one has one of the most stunning covers I've ever seen, and it's about a queen who has to fight to protect her homeland. It sounds incredible, and I've heard some amazing things about it. And finally is Harvest Season by Brynne Weaver, the sequel to Tourist Season, which I read in, I think in July, and also loved it. This book was a roller coaster of hilarity, and I can't wait to continue on with the series. There we have it, a completely unreasonable, unmanageable TBR. I would be shocked if I managed to get to all these books, or honestly even half of them, but I'm gonna do my best. So everybody, wish me luck. Let me know what's on your TBR for August, or if you've read any of these books, let me know as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. But in the meantime, thank you as always for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.